Yeah.
Om Namo Narayana. Before day or two, we chanted the name of Sati and Maharudra. So, yesterday somebody, after we finished our session, was asking about that. When Daksha Prajapati did a yajna, he did it twice. The first time Shiva was invited, but Shiva was focused within himself, what we call as the Samadhi Sthiti. And when Daksha came, he didn't respond to his arrival, to his presence. That was the first thing that he was very upset with. And the second thing was when everyone stood up, Shiva didn't even acknowledge him. He was relishing his own existence, his own being, his own self. He was in that blissful state of samadhi, focusing upon himself internally. So Daksha Prajapati was very, very upset. The second time it so happened, when Daksha decided to do an yajna, he didn't invite either Shiva or Dakshayani, his daughter. Shiva was his son-in-law. Now, what happened is Shiva did tell Dakshayani that it is better to avoid going there because there is a possibility that she would not be respected, honored, and there could be humiliation. There are three times, as per dharma, that one can attend a auspicious function, a celebration of any sort, or a puja. One is a married daughter can, without any invitation, can go to the house of her father, even without an invitation. The second one is a Sishya, without invitation, can just go to his guru's place for any celebration, for any auspicious thing. Now, be it festivity, be it a puja, be it anushtan, yagya, or anything. In the same way, when a Raja or the ruler of the Rashtra, of the nation, of the country is doing something, the praja means the citizen, can go and attend it without any invitation. This is as per Shastras. So Dakshayani gave this reference to Shiva, saying that there is nothing wrong in a daughter attending a father's a function, a celebration, or a occasion in the father's house. No, they can go. With that argument, with that this one, Devi went to the yajna, and in that yajna, when she went there, nobody spoke to her because everyone was afraid of Daksha. There are a lot of devatas who are present there. None of them spoke to her except for her mother and her siblings. Except for her mother and siblings, no one spoke. Even Daksha didn't, though she was a daughter, didn't express any affection. And there came a time when he called Shiva names. What are the names? He is Digambara, the one who doesn't wear any clothes. Then Rakta Charmambara, one who wears the skins of animals with fresh blood on them. He just skins them and wears them as his clothing. Rakta Charmambara. Bhuta Preta Pishacha. I'll try to get the term. He says one whose companions. He is the one whose companions are Bhuta Preta Pishacha. And it's not humans or devatas. One who lives. Smashanavasi. So Smashanavasi means that is a place nobody will ever go for any recreation or for any comfort. To go there, you bloody have to die. Or there has to be someone dead whom you take there. Smashanavasi. And Shiva who lives in such a place. And another name that he calls Shiva is Chitabhasma Lepaya, means the one who has applied Chitabhasma, the ashes from the funeral pyre, the residuals of the human body, that he has lepan, he is applied on his own self, on his body. So these are some of the names he's called. There are quite a few. And eventually what happens is, all these names become praises of Shiva. All of them become praiseworthy names of Shiva. They used to address him in a very reverential manner. So the first name we are going to chant today is Bhuta Preta Pishacha Priyaya. Bhuta Preta Pishacha Priyaya. We can do it one each. Bhuta Priyaya Namaha, Pishacha Priyaya Namaha, Preta Priyaya Namaha. He is beloved, he is loved by all of them. Why? Because once a person passes away, he comes in the spirit form. His body is become one with the elements. Such a person, for such a spirit, Shiva is the abode, and Shiva is that Devata. Shiva is the one who welcomes him after the whole world has moved away from him. The second one is Preta Priyaya, which is the body. So Shiva says, fine, everybody has left you and they have surrendered you to the elements. I embrace you. He takes the breath, the ashes of the body, and applies it on himself. Then Pishach. Pishach is those who continue to be in existence as Bhuta, but they also have developed some strengths to physically manipulate, or they have such deep, intense desires that they can make their physical presence felt. So Bhuta Priyaya, Preta Priyaya, Pishacha Priyaya. Doing it at one stretch will be a little hard, so we'll do it one at a time. Om Bhuta Priyaya Namaha. Om Preta Priyaya Namaha. Om Pishacha Priyaya Namaha. Om Bhuta Priyaya Namaha. Om Preta Priyaya Namaha. Om Pishacha Priyaya Namaha. Om Bhuta Priyaya Namaha. Om Preta Priyaya Namaha. Om Pishacha Priyaya Namaha. Floyd, will you do this jap for 2 minutes?
Om Bhuta Priyaya Namaha. Om Preta Priyaya Namaha. Om Pisach Priyaya Namaha. Om Bhuta Priyaya Namaha. Om Preta Priyaya Namaha. Om Pisach Priyaya Namaha. Om Bhuta Priyaya Namaha. Om Preta Priyaya Namaha. Om Pisach Priyaya Namaha. Om Bhuta Priyaya Namaha. Om Preta Priyaya Namaha. Om Pisach Priyaya Namaha. Om Bhuta Priyaya Namaha. Om Preta Priyaya Namaha. Om Pisach Priyaya Namaha. Om Bhuta Priyaya Namaha. Om Preta Priyaya Namaha. Om Pisach Priyaya Namaha. Om Bhuta Priyaya Namaha. Om Preta Priyaya Namaha. Om Pisach Priyaya Namaha.
Thank you, Floyd. So when everyone has found you to be of no more consequence in their life, from then on, it is Shiva who embraces you. It is he who is present there, accepting you. So when this is the Lord we are eventually going to be in the company of, how nice would it be to just offer him a little bit of water in the form of Abhishekam. Just imagine, he's pleased with the most easiest, simplest, freely available of all things, which is water. So would like to encourage all of you to offer that to him, that water, that simple cold water if possible. Offer it to Shiva because he is known as Gangadharaya, Abhisheka Priyaya, and also Shitila Jala Priyaya. Now the second name that we are going to do is Om Smashanavasiye Namaha. Now the whole of Earth, the whole of this Earth planet that we live on is called as Mahasmashana. What does Smashana mean? Smashana means the place where eventually everyone ends up to be merging, to become one with the Panchamahabhutas, for the body to become one, because the Atma is indestructible. It'll come back again. Death is a way, Shiva, death is an expression of Shiva's grace, so that when this body becomes frail, becomes weak, becomes subjected to diseases, sicknesses, or has lived its full course, you come back again. And in rare cases, if you are done all the right things and have spent a lot of time becoming one with the Devata, with your Ishta Devata during the lifetime, you may become one with him, which is called moksha, mukti. So it is Shiva who encompasses this whole planet. Okay, so the one who is filled up, who is always in charge of this whole process of birth, existence, and eventual death. That is Smashana Vasya, the one who eternally is here, who is always ever present. So Om Smashana Vasye Namaha. Om Smashana Vasye Namaha. Om Smashana Vasye Namaha. Om Smashana Vasye Namaha. Om Smashanavasiye Namaha. Om Smashanavasiye Namaha. Om Smashanavasiye Namaha. Om Smashanavasiye Namaha. Now, who would like to do this chant? One of you. Whoever unmutes yourself first. Hitendra, go ahead.
ओम
जोर से करना,
मसान
नजदीक से।
ओम स्मशान वासीय नमः। बराबर है गुरुजी?
मशान स्मशान दोनों एक ही है।
हमारे
तो
गुजराती में स का म हो जाता है क्या? एक बार
करो
फिर से
करो।
बोलिए आप, मैं करता हूँ।
ओम स्मशानवासिये नमः। ओम
ओम स्मशान वासीय
स्मशानवासिये नमः।
ओम स्मशान वासीय नमः।
Yes, please do.
ओम स्मशान वासीय नमः। 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 ओम श्मशानवासिये 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 नमः।
Thank you, Nidendra.
नमो नारायण।
Om Namo Narayan. Now, one of the third name that we are going to chant, which from a expression of humiliation became an expression of praise, of reverence, and of devotion. Om Chita Bhasma Lepaya Namaha. The word Chita Bhasma means the Lord who has smeared himself, who has applied upon his whole body the ashes of the dead. What usually happens is when a person passes away, there are two ways that a body is disposed for a grihastha. One is to bury them, and the next one is to burn them. And for sannyasis, there is a third form, which is called jala samadhi. They are let go into the water. And of course, we all know there is another way which the Farsis do, the fire method, the one they are laid to rest. The body is laid on a high place where the vultures can consume them, and once again they become part of the Panchamahabhutas. Now, this form of cremation, which is to burn the body, is to consider that it is once and for all totally become one with the five elements. Now, what the residue is, normally the child of the departed takes the bone. It's called asti visarjan. Takes the bone of the body of their dear ones, and they offer it in either Ganga Nadi or in some sacred water, flowing water water body, so that it makes easy for them both for the next birth and also reduce their karmic outcome for the next birth, to have a easy birth ahead. But what Shiva does is he smears your remains on his body. So Om Chita Basma Lepitaya Namaha. Just imagine how lucky are those now who go on their last yatra to the smashan in a place like Ujjain or some other place where Basmarda is offered to the Lord, where the Chita Basma is taken and it is offered as Basma to the Lord, as the Lepanam to the Lord. Om Chita Basma Lepitaya Namaha. Om Chita Basma Lepitaya Namaha. Om Chita Bhasma 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 Lepitaya Namaha. Jai Mahakal. So now one of you who would like to volunteer, the first one who will unmute themselves. Om Chita Bhasma Lepitaya Namaha. Ratnam,
Okay.
please go ahead.
ॐ चिताभस्मलेपिताय नमः। 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 ॐ चिताभस्मलेपिताय नमः।
Thank you, Ratnam. Now, Shiva is known by the name Aghora. It is the face of Shiva that faces the south, and south is the direction south. The Dikpalaka of south is the lord of the direction south is Yama. He's called Yama Dharmaraja for all the right reasons, and he is the lord who executes the death on behalf of Shiva. That's how sustenance is maintained on this planet, and the resources are ever present for all generations. Two things. One is, for every new generation, the resources are present, and it is the same Atma that comes back time and again in different forms. So we chant the name Om Aghoraya Namaha. He was called by Daksha Aghorudu, Aghori. Yeah. So we will chant the name Om Aghoraya Namaha. 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 One of you, Om Aghoraya Namaha. Swarup, Uma. Somebody is unmute. Gagan sir, yeah, please go ahead.
Okay.
Om Aghoraya
प्रणाम
Namaha.
प्रणाम सर।
सुखी रहिए
Okay.
सर, स्वस्थ रहिए। शुरू कीजिए।
ओम अघोराय नमः। 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 ओम घोराय नमः ॐ 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 घोराय नमः ओम नमो नारायण सर
Om Namo Narayan Gagan. Thank you, Baba. Yesterday, we finished our session without chanting the name of Arunachala. I hope all of you did chant after we close the session, because it's a great way to keep it in our consciousness, keep it even in our subconsciousness, where we have access to the name, we have access to that name Arunachala, to the Arunachala Shivalingam, Arunachaleshwara, and to the form of Shiva, who is present there in the form of the mountain form of Lord Shiva. So today, before we close, we will do the name Om Arunachaleshwaraya Namaha for 2 minutes. Now we have Shinjini, will you do it?
Om Namo Narayana. Certainly I'll.
Om Namo Narayana. Go ahead.
Could you please do it once or twice, please?
Yeah. Om Arunachaleshwaraya Namaha. Om Arunachaleshwaraya Namaha. Very easy to remember it, Shinjini. Aruna is the Lord, the red Lord, not the fiery form of Shiva, the red fiery form. Achala, na Aruna, Achala, Arunachala. Achala is one who is always there, now is always present, stable, ever existent. And he's the Ishvara. So we call him Aruna Achala Ishvara, Arunachaleshwara. Om Arunachaleshwaraya Namaha. Please go ahead.
Om Arunachaleshwaraya Namaha. 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 Om Arunachaleshwaraya Namaha.
Thank you, Shinjini. Now, the Prajapati Daksha, who is the Manasa Putra of Brahma, his deity that he completely was dedicated, devoted, and in awe of, he always worshipped him, was Mahavishnu. Now, when we did the murtis of Shiva, one of the murti we saw is Harihara Murti or Shiva Keshava Murti. Here, what happens is Vishnu chants some names of Shiva, which eventually makes him one, merge with Shiva. So he is also known as Vishnu Vallabhaya Namaha. Shiva, who is loved, who is madly loved by Vishnu. Vishnu Vallabhaya Namaha. We also saw that one of the relationship they have is that of great friends, Mitram. Amogamaina Mitram, right? So Vishnu Vallabhaya Namaha. So many people think which deity. The Parabrahma Swarupam has no shape or form, ever present, omniscient, all-knowing, present everywhere, and lacking nothing, existing always. That is the Parabrahma Swarupam. It is for us to associate, to recognize, to acknowledge, to express our love and devotion to him, that he takes some Swarupam, many Swarupams. And the Shivalingam is called Arupa Rupi. There is no real form to it, but there is still a form that is recognizable and acknowledgeable. So before we close, we'll just chant Arunachala Shiva for a minute, and then we will close. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. 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 Achaleshwara, Aruna Achaleshwara, Shambhu Shankara, Hara 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 Mahadeva. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Om Namo Narayana, Shivaya Namaha.
Thank you, Pranam Swamiji.
Namo Narayan Shinjini.
Thank you.
David
Thank
ji,
you. Haji. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
where will I find, maybe you want to, okay, anyway, where will I find a good, big, high resolution image of Arunachala?
The mountain Arunachala?
Yeah.
Okay. So the hill Arunachala, we will find it on Google Images. Only thing is we'll have to look for HD, high definition, high resolution images.
Yeah, but mostly I have not found so far.
No,
Because I want to make a big print, like I think 6 by
then the
6
best
feet.
thing is have a professional photographer join us, take the Girivallam from different places, have the photographs taken.
No, I think there's someone, I don't remember his name, Jai Prakash or something. Raj Iyer knows him. So I think he have, but we'll have to sort of buy from him or something. Very good pictures.
Yeah.
But I want to put
picture.
6 foot tall, in the house.
It will be great. Look at it every day, imbibe it into your memory.
Yeah.
So comes. Na?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Floyd. So we'll
Yeah,
all see
we're
you
also
tomorrow.
starting some meditation activities at my
Okay.
place.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why these days I'm a bit, caught up with all the drilling
Charing,
and all.
doing the needful for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but
There are a few
that's
people
what I
from Goa
wanted
in
to
our
put
chanting group,
Arunachala.
right? Post it there.
Hmm?
There are a few people from Goa in our chanting group. So please post
Yeah,
your
yeah,
thing. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'll share it there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm doing it with a friend who's also into yoga, counseling, something like that.
Great, Baba.
Any
Thank you, Floyd.
other images, just like Arunachala, any other images, not images of, like, not face of God as such, but that we have an altar, but, like something which can be put on the walls and like a good
Yeah,
symbol.
Arunachala, do that. And first one is put an image so that you have the
No, there are
visual
many
recall.
walls, so everywhere. Yeah.
And the second one is keep chanting the name whenever you're free, whenever there's nothing else to do, whenever there's something important just at that time, if it doesn't require your vocal, what you call your verbal expression. So
Yeah.
keep chanting and make it very much a very integral part of your life.
No, what I'm asking is, apart from Arunachala, is
See,
there
there are
any
quite a
other
few places
image
there. If you
which
go
can be
to,
put on the walls?
yes, one is Govardhan Giri.
Acha, Govardhan. Yeah.
One is that one.
Yeah.
Another one, there is at Srikalahasti. I can't remember the name of that place where Bhakta Kannappa's place is on the top of the hill. Even that has importance in terms of Giri Pradakshina.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you take
And
it
Sri
for it.
Yantra, you recommend putting on the wall, like Sri Yantra? Like
the image of Sri Yandra, right?
Yeah.
The image of Sri Yandra, you can put flood, no, not a problem. Another thing is, if you get an actual Sri Yandra, try to keep it flat, not facing up on the ground. That's best.
Acha. Okay.
Yeah.
But that you have to worship and do many things, no?
Yes, if you keep the Sri Yandra,
yeah.
Sri Yandra is called the Raja of all yantras. It is the pinnacle of all yantras. When we say, na, mantra vakyaya, yantra rupaya, swayam tantraya shiva. So the word we utter, na, from our man, from our heart, from our mind, from our soul, that is mantram. And in the same way, yantra is an apparatus that can take you from where you are to some other place, from even to the most elevated of all places. And Shiva describes it as Yantra Raja. So it's a good thing to have. Sri Yantra. Many people think it's.
Hopefully, but can it be put in an apartment? Is it possible? Yantra can be put in an apartment, or it has to be a house?
I myself live in an apartment, and I do have a Sri Yantra. I've given the Sri Yantra to some of my students, my friends, to keep it. And there is a very simple and easy way to worship that yantra, to do a little abhishekam, a little archana. Very, very simple. It hardly takes you 12, 13 minutes a day. So that way you can even connect with the Sri Yantra, with all the Devi Devatas that are established on the Sri Yantra. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think let's see, hopefully we'll be able to do that also in the coming days. Yeah. Okay, thank you, David ji.
Take care, Baba. Thank you, Gagan, Hitendra, Om. Yes, and thank you, Floyd. Yeah. Bye.
Pranam, sir.
Sukhi rahiye, sir. Swasth rahiye. I will call you.